And there we go again, it's game number 3, TiC versus Clarity. We saw an amazing push game coming out, 19 minutes GG for TiC there, and I was impressed, and they come back 1-1. It is at the moment, it's a best of 3 series, so the next game is the deciding game. Let's hop into the draft.
Yeah, the bans are almost identical to the first 2 games, just with a few differences, but Clarity, they go for the Ancient Apparition, whereas Tail is complete. They have the Visage, they have the Nature's Prophet, so they have some push going on, but I think this game they won't go all out push 2 games in a row. They're just going for the moderate split push of the Nature's Prophet.
Yep, I mean, looks still like pushing strategy coming out. It worked once, why not going twice?
Well, I mean, I think Clarity wouldn't be caught off guard twice by the exact same strategy. They have to differentiate it at least a little bit, as they well did with the Visage. They still have the possibility as Clarity also banning out the Death Prophet, so they're gonna take out some push just in case. And actually the push could work relatively well, given Clarity's 2 first heroes, the Ancient Apparition, no counter push to speak of, and sure, the Naga Siren has the Riptide, but she needs a lot of levels to actually stop those pushes, so
Yep.
I mean, I guess it's a possibility.
I don't know, this Naga, is it a farming Naga? Like, if there's really some more heavy pushing coming out by TiC, the Naga in a carry role would be just too late to be online against this push.
Well, I don't think a support Naga would help anything either. The only thing is that they can use the Cold Feet and Snare combination while maybe roaming around. Other than that, I don't think it's going to be a support Naga, or I at least hope it's not. Because even if Tail is complete, it's going to go all out push. The Naga Siren just trying to farm up one lane, get the early Radiance. If he manages to get it, it might stop the push. But it's like, how the hell do you stop a death push like that anyway without the Keeper of Light?
Oh, and look at this, like Clarity is going for the respect bans there. The Death Prophet is already out, pushing is taken out of TiC draft there, and they go for the Pugna as well. The Lycan anyway being a standard ban, so yep, they want to prevent that. TiC is going for the same or a similar strategy. Maybe they go for semi-push. I mean, the Nature's Prophet is one source of pushing coming out, the Visage then later of course with the Familiars whatsoever, but like yeah, like the nice pushing heroes are out already.
Yeah, it's definitely not gonna be easy to go for an all-out pushing strategy with all the pushing heroes banned. So Tail is complete. I mean, their first 2 picks, it's something that you have to consider that it might become a total push strategy, but they go for a Silencer now.
Okay.
I mean, I guess it's not bad against the Naga Siren, so with the Silencer ultimate there won't be a Song of the Siren to stop the team fights, but I'm not too sure how to actually think of that pick, because that's something you just don't see every day.
Yep, and I really like the ultimates that Clarity saves for themselves there, because they have the Moonlight Shadow, which it comes out early, the Naga Song on top of that, and the Ancient Apparition Ice Blast. Like 3 such strong ultimates, just having them in one team is pretty decent.
Actually, the Silencer ultimate is somewhat nice against the AA if he manages to time it so that the Ancient Apparition has sent his Ice Blast flying, but he also needs to activate it the second time for it to actually hit the certain spot he wants. But if it's silenced in between, that ultimate will just fly to the end of the map and not do anything.
Crash into nothing. But yep, it's I don't know, it's so far again a pretty interesting pick by TiC. Like they're the team that goes for like some alternative drafts, and so far I like it. Clarity, I mean game 1 they had standard draft and TiC was not successful with their, I don't know, more aggressive style. Second game TiC going all out push whatsoever, and it worked very well. Now I guess they want to go for a more balanced setup, and it's Spectre. Like wow, like I mean the Spectre, yeah, it's nice core and everything, but with the Silence and Nature's Prophet, Visage on top of it, this is some drafting here.
It's definitely something else, and but with the Spectre they ensure themselves some late game But with the AA blast, as well as if the Mirana gets farmed up, it actually might not be enough to have the Spectre, but then again, they do have the Nature's Prophet on top of it, and of course, that global silence combined with the Haunt from the Spectre will at least shoot by enough time for them to actually get a few kills in before the enemy team can use any spells. But
Yep.
there's a Viper as well, and is it gonna be a support Mirana then, or offlane Mirana?
I don't know, but yeah, it definitely looks like it.
It's like, I guess support Mirana with the Naga Siren and AA might be possible then again.
It could be
Like,
still
like
a
you asked,
support Naga.
yeah, it could, which I think I like Mirana a bit better as a support because then there's the potential of roaming for the arrows, although not there's like any setup for the roaming arrows. I just think the Naga has a bit of a more impact than a farming Mirana, maybe.
Yep, definitely. But I think like the fifth pick is definitely gonna tell us like where this is going, especially for clarity. It could go either way, especially with the Naga and the Mirana just playing. They could play both roles, but they ban out the Timber. That's, I guess, yeah, it's a legit one because like it's taken out. Timber would take away a lot of the pushing potential coming out by TiC, and of course the burst damage against Visage, Silencer, Spectre early game. That's would be a bit too much. And wow, Clarity is banning out the Zeus. That's very interesting.
It most definitely is. Although the Zeus, I mean, if he thunderbolts something or lightning bolts, I don't even know which. He does have true vision for a 900 radius,
It's
so
the Thunder. Yeah, the Thunder actually gives the true vision.
I mean, I guess it's decent in some regard, and of course, just the burst damage coming out from that hero is absolutely sick. Although at the moment, Tail is complete. They have zero stuns, like literally zero stuns except for Visage Familiars. And once again, should be easy for Mirana to leap away unless there's a silencer there.
Yep. Like the AA slow, the cold feet, the ensnare, and the arrow. That's a nice setup there for clarity. But yep, TiC they definitely have to get some sort of stun in their setup. Like I don't know, what about the Centaur Warrunner? He could still have. So a 4 protect 1 for TiC could come out here.
Well, if the center did come out, that would mean it could be a Nature's Prophet mid lane, but they go for a Dazzle. And is it
Okay.
going to be a silencer mid then?
I mean, it has to be. Who else would do it?
Well, it's definitely good for him to just get the levels, get the early ultimate, as well as max out Last Word, which is a pretty annoying nuke to be honest. It silences, it disarms maybe, as well as does quite a nice amount of damage as well.
Yep, I actually like it, like the approach to like try with a silencer, but then again, the silencer he needs to be involved in those kills. He needs to be alive when heroes are going down, so he's still intelligent. So he scales later than with like a decent pool of intelligence stolen. But yeah, you have to get that up. And if the Viper, for example, is mid against the silencer, it's not looking good for the silencer there at all.
It definitely isn't. But I'm hoping for a Aghanim Scepter Silencer with a maxed out Curse of the Silent.
Well, sure. I mean, there's one thing. If they actually go for like a Refresher Aganis build, like they have the Spectre damage, they have the Silencer damage plus the Curse, they have the Vision by the Spectre, and that also gives the Nature's Prophet the ability to like hit with the pounces whatsoever. It's a nice setup, but it's I don't know. Like they banned out the Zeus, and now it's kind of obvious why they did, because the Nature's Prophet silenced the Spectre plus the Zeus. That would have been a global strategy, and yeah, that's why they had to ban it.
Well, Clarity, their last pick actually is gonna be the Dragon Knight now, so if it comes to the late game, Clarity has a ton that they can actually do. I mean, almost every single hero except for maybe the AA scales to the late game with farm. And of course, even AA with the Aghanims is still super annoying in any stage of the game.
Yep, actually I'm kind of happy that the Zeus pick is not coming out, simply for the reason that it's a horror for each and every caster to find those kills, because anything could die anytime. Like Haunt, the Nature's Prophet ultimate coming out, and the Thunder by the Zeus. That would just be such a combination. Anything could just die that is like at 600 HP whatsoever. But yeah, we go for a fast introduction of the team. We have Leto this time on the Nature's Prophet, KFP on the Silencer, DT is playing the Dazzle, Dango is on the Visage, and last but not least, Sega Pawns is this time on the Spectre.
And for clarity, Fresti playing on the Mirana once again, Mama Club on the Ancient Apparition with Law, playing probably the mid lane Dragon Knight with Tendo on the Naga Siren, leaving Aeon's Hate on the Viper, and I think this might be an aggressive tri-lane with the Mirana, leaving Viper on the safe lane and Dragon Knight mid, or Dragon Knight safe lane and Viper mid.
Yep, it could go either way, but it's still pretty interesting. We were looking for a farming Naga, but it is a support Naga. Last time I saw that, it's probably like a month ago or so.
Yeah, I don't really see it all that often. I mean, having the potential of the arrow with the cold feet proc on top of it, if you use the ensnare, it's definitely a really strong aggressive tri-lane, but you can see the smoke by TiC 5-man. They're going into the Roche pit, but are they actually going to try to kill it as well?
This is
Oh my god, the treants are... Well, those treants aren't nearly tanky enough, I think. I guess he can create more and they can just take turns in tanking it up. But they don't have minus armor, they do have the heal from the Shadow Wave, they have a Ring of Basilius as well. There's the Grave Chill, just to stop Roche from hitting for a little while. Oh god, TIC, I mean, they're pulling out every strange tactic that they can think of, and it's fucking awesome, man. Sorry for the language,
Yeah,
but
I
it's
love it.
awesome.
But the Dragon Knight is now scouting out, but he might actually die.
There are no stuns though, I mean, nothing to slow him down, except for the Spectral Dagger. The right click's coming out as well. But Roche still getting tanked up, and they do have to do it fast, but actually this Dragon Knight stopped the level 1 Roche, even though he did lose a lot of HP. Probably needs to get a salve maybe from somebody else even now.
Yeah, it was a nice attempt, but unfortunately it is gonna be stopped by the Dragon Knight, and well, they didn't lose anything, that's the good thing. The only thing they have to use is now, yeah, one tango went out by the Dragon Knight. He had only 2 shared tangos, so he's going for the bottle rush, and now a clarity, not a clarity, a salve has to come out as well. So overall, it was a nice attempt by TIC, unfortunately not successful, and now the creep weaves meet. Let's go into the game.
Yeah, and actually TIC doing a really nice job at the moment of just dodging the enemy aggressive tri-lane, which was maybe kind of obvious to them anyway. So the Spectre should be able to farm out quite nicely, even though there's a Viper against him. But with the 2 supports being there as well, he should be rather fine still.
The Naga is attempting to ensnare into the arrow, but the arrow just so far wide, didn't hit on the Nature's Prophet, but it really has to care. Like level 2 ensnare and the arrow, that will definitely lead into a kill. And right now, that Dragon Knight really has a hard time already against the Silencer. He's going full aggressive with the Null's Talisman, doing quite some right click on the Dragon Knight.
Yeah, he's going just balls deep. Although he was around half mana when he got to the lane anyway, because they were doing Roche. He used the Glaze of Wisdom for that already. But we see Mama Club on the AA, he made his rotation down so that the Viper can actually farm up, and more TPs coming. I think they're gonna send the Viper top, I guess. And just have tri-lane versus tri-lane on the bottom, which should favor the side of Clarity, I think. Oh, there's the snare arrow as well. Viper is still there, the poison attack, the heal's just not enough by the Dazzle, and that's the first blood for Fresti. They might get the second as well, slow onto the Tango, but they don't follow it up.
No, and now comes exactly what you said. The Viper is actually rotating there, which is, I guess, the best choice they can go. So they go for a tri-lane versus tri-lane, but wow, Spectre also TP top. Now that's interesting.
Oh, they're just trolling around. They know that there's actually little to no chance of them actually getting a better situation with the tri-lane versus tri-lane, but Leto actually has to be careful. The Nether Toxin is there, but the Viper only level 2 gets hit by the Spectral Dagger as well. Can't do much, and those rotations, man.
Yeah, they rotate all around, like from a level 1 Roche attempt into like just rotating all around. But like the Dragon Knight, I don't know, at the moment he was not finding too much, but still he has like 9-1 and the Silencer is 9-5, and now the Dragon Knight is getting the runes So yep, the silencer is falling back in farm against the Dragon Knight.
The Dragon Knight can always rely on his breathe fire at least, with the bottle spam keeping him up, but there's the last word. The harass has started a little bit more, especially now that the silencer also has his own bottle, so can spam out that much more, can even tank up some damage, so can just go for the pure right click trade as well, and just heal up afterwards. So I think as the silencer levels up, he's gonna have the upper hand probably in this matchup. Oh, there's the Grave Shield as well, the last word gonna come off cooldown. And they do get the kill. That's the first point of intelligence for Kung Fu Panda.
Yep, and at the same time there's a fight top, but Viper just TPing out, and that's pretty much it.
Well, once again, no stuns coming into play. Oh, they might go for Spectre. Will there be an ensnare? Ensnare coming out from long range. There's the slow as well, but there's no mana for Aeon's 8. No more poison attack, just a few more right clicks and they won't get it. Chilling Touch was on cooldown as well. And really unfortunate that they're so low on mana, every single one of them.
Oh my god, and that AA barely surviving. Now the self is getting popped. Oh, it's so close all the time here. It's so funny, like all these rotations coming out whatsoever. But the one who's benefiting from it is definitely Mirana. Like when she hits level 6, that's definitely gonna have an impact, because the Moonlight Shadow that early in like those fights that are so close already is definitely something they need.
Yeah, definitely, especially if it's like a tri-lane versus tri-lane, and of course it can hide the rotations in by the Mirana himself, or maybe the Dragon Knight from the mid lane.
Yep.
So that level 6 is going to be crucial, like you said.
That's pretty interesting though, like the, I don't know, Siga Pawns on the Spectre, he's not finding anything, and with all the rotations, like they're pretty much following the Spectre. Spectre is like, oh my god, I need to find somewhere free farm, but like instantly, like free man swapping into this lane now. We saw this tri-lanes now on 2 different positions, on 2 different lanes. It's actually funny to watch how this is going.
Yeah, the one really good thing about Clarity's tri-lanes is that they started up with a tri-lane around the Mirana, but they didn't waste an extra TP just to rotate the Viper bottom and Mirana top, because the Viper fits as the tri-lane hero just as well as the Mirana does. So really smart plays by Clarity, with not just panicking and rotating exactly as TiC was. So
yep.
They have the upper hand in the farm because of that.
And so far, I mean, it's the Dragon Knight is doing very nice now in mid, like considering that he's up against range. Like the bottle is working out. That 1 point into regeneration definitely is helping him. But yeah, I don't know. The silencer is trying to harass him out, but yeah, eventually not being successful. So really, at the moment, the crucial thing is the fact that Viper is now catching up, getting the farm, the same farm.
Silencer, Dragon tailed up mid lane, there's a smoke tank and snare as well with the Chilling Touch. That's an easy kill, although Dragon Knight gets some damage in return, but not too significant.
Yep, but still, like the silencer pretty much lost the mid now after this rotation. They couldn't stop. It just couldn't stop the DK from farming whatsoever. The Viper is now catching up to Spectre, and Spectre not finding the farm. That's the problem. The Spectre is gonna be the deciding factor for TiC. If the Spectre doesn't get farm, then this game is not going anywhere.
Yeah, that's like a huge risk you run anyway if you go for that Spectre. You need to get the early farm, and if you have almost a single core, sure, the silencer can do a lot from some point, but it's not like a puck or anything in the mid lane that has that high mobility, and Viper actually gets initiated on, but they're gonna turn it around. There's the TP, Frasty comes in, arrow onto the Vicious, they get that 1 kill. Tazzle now in big trouble. He uses the Shallow Grave already, but he's just getting chased down, slowed down by the poison attack, and that's 2 heroes down.
Yep, it's really unfortunate. They didn't see that like the Naga was still at the side shop, so the Naga actually came from behind. Like they were just waiting for it. They actually thought the Viper is alone on lane. That's why they even almost dove into the tier 1 there. So well, TiC, drafting wise, it's not working out as they planned. They thought like they can rotate around, like give the Spectre some free farm anywhere, but like Clarity nicely answering, and on top of that they also have like the better laning, like CS wise definitely ahead, and yeah, the kill score also speaks for itself at the moment.
Yeah, they're just making the better decisions at the moment, although if Finally, Spectre gets level 6 as the Nature's Prophet does as well. He just hit it, but he doesn't actually have any mana for his Wrath of Nature. But if they all get their level 6s, they have the potential of just winning a team fight on top of the global silence. But so far doesn't look like it's happening, and the tier 1 tower on the top lane should take a fall rather soon.
Yep, that tier 1 is down and it goes to the AA actually.
Well, I guess he was so poor anyway, and now using that gold for just some wards and a smoke.
Yep. I also like the... Oh, actually DK. Well, he will get quite some damage.
TP in by Nature's Prophet, Sprout up as well just before he gets to the Invis rune. He's gonna fall down. Nice deny of the Invis rune. One more right click and Silencer does get it. He gets this...
oh, that's really nice for the Silencer there. This is 4 intelligence going his way. Like, he already has 2 points into the claves. That's... Yep, that's exactly what they need. The Silencer needs to get the farm because... Yep, I know, otherwise he I don't know, late game he will just fall apart considering the damage coming out by Clarity. But like, if he actually managed to get quite some nice intelligence stolen, then yeah, he will definitely hit for something. He can snack those supports away anytime.
And actually it was so smart for the Nature's Prophet to TP towards the high ground, because if he would have TP'd straight to the rune, the Dragon Knight would have spotted it out and turned around. But he TP'd to the high ground, just sprouted him up, denied the Invis rune as well. Excellent place by the Nature's Prophet, but he went for face boots, and do you think he's gonna go for a late Midas or just not go for that item at all, like he didn't go last time either?
I don't know, they were a bit behind, and sometimes you see teams actually answering with the Midas whenever they are behind, but now that tier 1 is going down as well. Like, 4 people are committing to mid at the moment. Like, DK used his ultimate, and like with that ultimate they can even do quite significant...
Oh, and Snare onto the Silencer, Dragon Tail as well. Easiest kill of their life.
Yeah, that was too greedy by the Silencer there. Definitely too greedy. But yeah, with this ultimate they can actually do quite some damage on the tower. Like, he just needs to apply his debuff. He just needs to go forward, hit the tower once. There we go. Just apply that. It's like, what, 125 damage, if I'm not mistaken, if the dot completely ticks on the tower.
Oh, there's the Hound coming in, actually stun on the Viper as well. They get 1 kill. Wrath of Nature doing a ton of damage, but Moonlight Shadows comes out. Dragon Tail onto the Spectre, but they're still going strong. They don't have any detection though. Once again, that Moonlight Shadows proving to be so effective.
We saw that last game too, like where the first Moonlight Shadow or even the following Moonlight Shadow had such a great impact because the other team didn't have any detection whatsoever. Even there's, I just checked the heroes, but there's not even observers sentries coming out.
Yeah, Viper actually gonna get slowed down by the Spectral Dagger. He drops really damn low, but there's the Sprout catching the Dragon Knight. He's silenced up. He might fall down, but he has the haste rune. Just gets the hell out of there, and Vishish now stunned up by the arrow, has to back off, uses the Soul Assumption as a last resource and almost kills off Frasty, but they're just getting heroes low, but they can't finish them up because they don't have the stuns to lock them down.
Yep, it's really bad. Like, this was really unfortunate that Dragon Knight, I mean, he was locked in there, but he had the damn haste rune. Mirana is surviving with like 40 HP whatsoever, and oh well, like TiC also not very lucky in that fight, I have to admit.
Yeah, definitely not, although they went super greedy for those kills as well. And nothing good came out of it, as in the meantime, Frasty, he survived. He had the Hand of Midas before 10 minutes, around 9 even, with the face boots on top, and now going for a Yasha, so this Mirana has a lot more farm than in the last game. And even the Dragon Knight and Viper are ahead in net worth of anybody on TiC.
The problem about TiC, I mean, I can just emphasize it more and more. Like, they have 2 heroes that need quite some farm to have an impact, and on Clarity's side, that's quite the opposite. You have the Ice Blast dealing so much damage. You have the Naga, like, which is a decent support because you can guarantee an arrow hit of the Mirana. That's a lot of damage coming out there. You have the Viper. Like, the Viper by default, even without items, the Nether Toxin plus the ultimate is so much damage being dished out. Just the magical source and of course the scaling of, like, scaling around how much HP you still lack. But I don't know, the Spectre and the Silencer both need so much farm, and I think they're gonna die pretty much soon.
Yeah, but oh, Song of the Siren comes out, KFB so out of position. They get one familiar on top of it. Dragon Tail straight away onto the silencer and snare as well, but Law dropping so low on the Dragon Knight. He gets sprouted up. Do they have detection? Yes, they have a sentry down. So nice turnaround kill. They might get Viper as well. There's the slow coming out from the poison touch. But they don't want to dive the tower. Arrow coming in from the sideline. There's the Grave Chill on the Mirana. He doesn't have the leap. But once again, no stuns. There's the ensnare onto Kung Fu Panda. But Dragon Knight just overextended. Didn't even use his Elder Dragon form. That's how confident they were in that fight.
Yep, I was surprised myself. Like I saw that, I don't know, Naga singing to the people and wow.
Oh, nice deny by the
Nice
Mirana.
one.
The global silence comes out though with the slow onto the Naga Siren. They're gonna get at least one kill, I would think, or are they? Ice Blast coming in, hitting multiple heroes. Naga Siren still alive. Finally falls down to the silencer, but Spectre on the run. As Mirana comes in from the sidelines, Tango is gonna go down on the Vicious, but it's a 1-for-1 support for support.
Yep.
It's not the worst.
It's a 1-for-1 with a tower going down, but that tower was being denied. But like again, the important thing is the silencer actually has been there for both kills, and he's now at 10 intelligence stolen. It's not too much considering he was involved in a couple other fights, but the fights were just not going the way of TiC. But now he's stacking up intelligence. That's all they need.
Yeah, it's really good, and he's also going for a mech now just to help his team survive and make himself a little bit more tanky. But they cannot allow to group up like they did and get ice blasted like that.
Yep, and now we have one Midas rolling each team, like one on the Fury and one on the Mirana. Like, but still, the Spectre is just not a happy Spectre at the moment. He's just not getting the farm. Like, he's at 3.9k net worth, and that is so much less. Like the Mirana is, for example, like 2.4k ahead of the Spectre, and they really need to get the Spectre somehow, some farm. Anything would suffice pretty much.
Yeah, and they kill off one familiar now as well on Clarity, so
One?
getting even
Make
more
that two.
gold. Oh yeah, they get the second one as well. Or
Oh,
will they?
actually?
One right there.
Not getting.
So, but yeah, that's another 100 gold going in the pockets of the Mirana. And this Spectre, I mean, he can't go for the Radiance. I mean, well, he can, but it's gonna be a super late one, so he's going for the drums instead, going for the smaller, cost-effective items, but it won't help him carry at all.
No, definitely not.
Oh, there's the silence on the Mirana, poison touch as well, but he leaps at the last second of the last word.
Well, but at the moment, at least Spectre is finding now something. Like, Furin is farming up the jungle, and Spectre is actually farming for, like, I don't know, the third or fifth, like, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 creep waves now on their own, and doesn't seem like they want to answer that fast. They want to go in mid somewhere. We see, yep, this is a 3-man smoke. Viper possibly being the bait. No, actually, no, they give up the smoke. But
Oh, Naga finds Nature's Prophet, but Nature's Prophet is really far away. He actually should be safe. There's the ensnare, though. Sprout as well. Will there be an arrow? Nope. But Song of the Siren comes out. They want this kill so bad. Dragon tailed up and easy pick up for Aeon
Yep.
State.
But they trade this for, I don't know, possibly a tier 1 coming out.
Yeah, I think this tier 1 should fall down, but there's the Moonlight Shadows. Deny, not this time around for Mirana, and Ice Blast is gonna... Actually, it hits 2 of them. And they go in, they get stunned up immediately, which is gonna fall down. He TP towards the Dragon Knight. There's the Global Silence coming out. Will they get any kills with it? Sega Pumps comes in, wants to get the kill onto AA, but he just doesn't have enough damage.
Yep, where's the rest of the team?
Oh, there's
That's
the Dragon
question.
Tail up as well. The Shallow Grave got used and the pre-fire. Dazzle just runs into it, feeds a kill to the Dragon Knight. There's the ensnare onto the Spectre as well. The Dragon Knight still going strong. Doesn't have his Shadow Blade quite yet, and actually Spectre kills off the Naga. There's his Sprout on the Dragon Knight as well. They're turning it around somewhat, but Aeon State is there, dropping low. So is the Dragon Knight, but this Dragon Knight is yeah, he's in mixed up with the Shadow Amulet.
They should
Will
know,
he actually
though.
run away?
They definitely have to know.
Yeah. Oh, nice Curse of the Silent coming out, so dropping him down little by little, and I think they probably have some detection coming in soon.
Yeah,
I would
Deza
hope
was
so.
the one with the detection. He's running now, but like since he died so early in the brief fire, then yeah. But now the next curse is ready. He's gonna be really low HP, and there is the sentry arriving pretty much soon.
Well, they're wasting quite a lot of time, but they do get the kill and another 2 silence for the silencer, so he's sitting on 14 now.
Another 2 intelligence, you mean?
Yeah. Don't know what the hell.
Dragonite, he was so long AFK under that Shadow Amulet that he's decided to like, you know guys, I'm out of here.
Well, I mean, he was standing there for an awful lot of time. It's like 1 minute just standing in place. But he did reconnect really fast, thank God. And now actually Nature's Prophet has a Staff of Wizardry, so I'm guessing straight up Necrobook, and Necro level 3 would really help against Moonlight Shadows as well.
Yep, definitely. They need the detection. You just saw how crucial it is, like when one of them goes invisible, and this wasn't even the Moonlight, this was just the Shadow Amulet. Like, there is nothing they can do, especially if the Dazzle died before. Now actually we see also a second sec. Oh, wow, that is a hard. This is such a crazy sentence. A second set of sentries. There were too many S's in this. A second set of sentries. Now I got it. Oh god, it's Saturday morning. And my head still hurts.
Oh, but there's an Invis rune now on top of a haste rune for the silencer. Is there any detection? No, doesn't look like it. Yep, there's actually no detection for Clarity. Silencer, he doesn't have his ultimate yet. If he had, I think they would initiate, but
they
Mirana
might
completely
go for
alone.
the Mirana there though, if they wanted to.
There's 10 seconds for the global silence. Aeon's Hate, Breath of Nature, they know they have some vision, and KFP going for it, but there's the Dragonite with the Dragon Tail, Moonlight Shadows coming out as well. A nice haste rune though by the silencer, he knew he could go for it.
And actually
that's Moonlight Shadows on cooldown.
This is pretty successful, what he did there. I mean, he did quite some damage. The only downside is now they lose the familiars. That's okay, this is 200 gold for them, but he baited out the DK ultimate and Viper ultimate as well, and since there's no...
Oh, he might fall down. There's the Shadow Blade coming in, Dragon Tail as well. The haste is about to run out on KFP. Will he be safe? There's the Ensnare as well. They're following up. There's no stuns. Oh, Song of the Siren is there. They want to make sure to get the kill. He uses the mech, but he's just buying time.
Yeah, okay, that was too greedy there. But at bottom, do they find something? The Dazzle is looking for something.
I think they might
Maybe
get the Poison Touch on the AA. No, turns the wrong way. But there's the Grave Shield. They still have time. Familiar stuns. Come on. One stun hits. The second one as well. There's the Poison Touch. Slow from the Spectral Dagger. I think AA should fall down, and yes, he will as well.
Yep.
Spectre gets the last hit as well.
So at least they end up trading 1-for-1 there, but like the Mirana still being absolutely nuisance, and now they have to rotate back order tier 2. I don't know, maybe there's a small chance of a deny.
Oh, there's massive TPs coming in, so they should get the deny. Spectre might even get the slow on the Viper if he uses the Spectral Dagger. There he is, but he's just TPing out. No stuns coming out, but oh, he goes down! What the hell? Level 4 Desolate and Soulless Samsha.
Yep. That's pretty nice. So this is a tower denied and the Viper being down. So definitely a nice trade there for TiC. Like, I think it's also time for crafts now. We are 20 minutes in. We look at, well, Clarity had almost, I don't know, a 6k gold advantage, but now this is closing down to 0 pretty soon. And XP wise, it was the entire game just going up and down, and now TiC has like a slight advantage, 1500 for them, and of course climbing. And now, yep, the Nature's Prophet going for Roshan.
Yeah,
but the Ice Blast.
Oh god.
The Ice Blast is scouting it out already. There's the Dragonite.
Yeah, there's the stun as well. Leto, he's in big trouble on the Nature's Prophet. I don't think he can escape. There was the silence on the Dragonite. Sprout as well, but he catches the Dragonite with him, and TP out. Those familiar stuns.
That's actually
really nicely
nice.
done.
No?
Actually, low behind enemy lines. Do they actually know that the Dragonite is there? I don't think so.
But Jesus
the familiars.
Christ, these familiars, they saved the Nature's Prophet there.
Yeah, I really thought he is gonna go down, but Dragonite didn't pop his ultimate form, didn't get the extra damage, so at least he survives himself as well, so no harm done. But then again, looking at the net worth, I mean, Frosty rather, was a lot more ahead beforehand, but now Spectre slowly catching up, as is the Nature's Prophet.
Yep, the Spectre actually getting now all of a sudden the farm. I mean, he used to be like 2.5k behind the Mirana. Now he is, well, still 2k, but like the fact that he is catching up in farm overall, that's pretty impressive. and he definitely needs that. Like TiC need to get the Spectre really fed.
Yeah, this Spectre is gonna have to carry it. Although the Silencer is farming up decent-ish. I mean, he's on par with Lost Dragon Knight, as well as even ahead of the Viper. So TiC, the start was really rocky for them, but they've been making a small comeback as far as farm and XP goes.
Yep, definitely. So I mean, at the moment, everything's possible in this game so far.
The one thing that Dragon Knight definitely needs is the BKB, which he's working for as well. The one good thing about the BKB is that if the global silence gets popped, you just BKB and you don't care about the silence anyway anymore then.
Yeah, definitely. Like a BKB is, I would even say a BKB on the Viper is absolutely suggested, but like now the Nature's Prophet.
Oh, they used the Haunt actually. They're going in for something.
Oh my god. They really tried to rush that Viper down. Even the Haunt has been used, the drums has been used, and now maybe the Silencer is in trouble. There's an arrow, but won't find anything.
Well, I think Nature's Prophet, if he finishes up the level 3 Necro Book, has to get an Abyssal Blade next. Just for the stun, I mean. There's so many TPs out by Clarity already, and I think there will be many more in this game to come.
Oh, and now they're on the hunt here.
Oh, they popped the
DK
Dragon
just
form
popped
as
the
well.
ult, yeah. I guess if they don't find any pickoff, they're still gonna go for the tower. I mean, after all, they have the superior pushing power. Like, for TiC, it's only the Nature's Prophet, but like, they will just rotate in and that's it. But like, the Dragon Knight being so tanky already, like with the Shadow Blade on top of it, like he can go for any tower. And this leaves, by the way, just one tower left for TiC now.
Yeah, Clarity doing a really nice job taking tower after tower, but looks like they might want to go for Roche. There's a 5-second arrow as well, just to tank it up. They go for the Chilling Touch on top of it, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. There's no minus armor coming out. Treants are there to scout things out as well, but there's no Haunt and they know it, so the familiar stuns, sure they're cute and everything. Breath of Nature as well, Mama Club actually drops really low. And nice leap by Frosty just over the river.
Well, nice standoff here, forth and back, as we saw it so many times already between those two teams. But yeah, I mean, remember last game, like, oh no, I think game 1 for TiC actually attempted to shine, it was going horribly wrong, and then the other team got it. I think now we see a similar thing, just without the crazy team fight around it. Clarity is going back, and TiC just says like, okay, we're gonna finish.
The Ice Blast is flying again though, so that Ice Blast might make the difference. It's gonna hit on 2 heroes, so not too big of a deal. And Silencer just goes to the front lines, uses the global silence as well. Roche does go down. There's the slow onto the Dragon Knight with the Grave Chill, with the poison that she sprouted up as well. Spectre gets the kill on the Naga and TP out by the Dragon Knight. What a TP once again. So only a support going down, but there's Aegis.
He's still lying around. Like, someone wants to pick it up, please?
What the hell? They didn't. What? Okay,
no.
then.
There was no one, like, no, they were like, okay, no one can enter here anyway, nobody is coming for the Roche pit whatsoever, and then, yeah, so they had actually time to go for the heroes instead of the Aegis.
That, well, I'm hoping Spectre's gonna run in for it now, although it doesn't look like he's going in, he's just running towards the high ground at the moment. Actually, this Spectre looks kind of awesome.
What they said? Oh yeah, malicious of Florence, but efflorescence.
He's completely in the visage at the moment, so can't spot it out too well.
No, but I'm pretty sure the Spectre is gonna pick it up. His Manta is also done. Like, I don't know, when it comes to the Spectre farm, it's still not enough. Like, it's still absolutely not enough. The only really thing he does at the moment is pretty much sneaking all those kills that are pretty much low HP, like the Naga has been, for example. That's the only thing he does, but he himself, the damage he does is actually quite limited. I mean, he's hitting for, I don't know, approximately 140 at 24 minutes in. This is how bad his farm is, so TiC, they need a lot of time still. And do they forget about the Aegis?
Yeah, I mean, it sure looks like it. I said the Spectre isn't even going for it. I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe they thought somebody sneaked it, just got the ages. I
What the
mean,
hell?
that's like the biggest mistake ever. I seriously hope they
Hello?
find it. Oh,
Ages.
it would be so funny if Clarity just went into the Rose Pit just to buy an item from the secret shop
Look,
maybe and like, oh,
the
ages.
decay is
Oh,
gone. Oh my
oh
god.
god. Oh god,
Oh
he's
my
gonna
god.
get the ages. Are you kidding me?
Oh my god.
What the hell? Oh, they're gonna go for Nature's Prophet as well. Rusty is already there. Dragon form pop. Moonlight Shadow as well. Stun onto the Spectre. The Dragon Knight can't just man fight. He has the ages. TPs, not TPs, but just supports are coming in as well.
But what? Um, I don't know. The
What?
fuck? What is that? Like, why would you leave the ages for the enemy team there? Like, I don't get it. I really don't get it.
Maybe Spectre was like, oh, I thought I picked it up. I think the Spectre used Haunt, thought he picked up the Aegis, then used the Haunt teleport to go kill the Naga.
But you got a screen, right? I mean, like, unless he's playing with the fucking screen turned off, then why in God's name would you ever not look at your damn inventory that you do not have the ages?
Maybe he thought he had it. He's like, okay, I don't need to look at my items, man. I know I have the Aegis.
I mean, this is a quarter-final game. This is a 1-1 in a best-of-3. This is this is the deciding game. You have a sort of bad start on a carry that needs so much farm to be actually viable. Like, such a mistake is so crucial, especially how close this game still is. Like, this, I don't know, if they fight and lose now because the the DK has the Aegis, then this will break their neck. And now, yeah, we see DK already hunting for something with the Shadow Blade.
Yeah, he can just be so ballsy now with that Aegis. And actually, Aegis on a Spectre is just such a good item because you have the dispersion, so if they want to bring you down once, they will take a lot of AoE damage in return. So bringing a Spectre down twice is really hard, but now Aegis on the Dragon Knight, it's just... Oh god, such sloppy play by TiC there.
Yeah, I don't understand. Like, I'm really baffled by this. Like, I just don't understand. This is out of my league of understanding, pretty much.
Well, this gives Clarity a lot of room actually to get some items up, like Ancient Apparition. Although the ultimate is still level 1, it is an Aghanim now. So 17-second duration nonetheless. Oh, no Spectre? No, I thought they might want to go on the bottom lane, but Spectre just farming the enemy jungle.
Yep. And I think, yeah, the Furin is gonna go for a Hex, it seems, I think. Yeah. He already picked up the ultimate orb there.
So going for like the most casual Nature's Prophet build that you can go for.
Yeah. But I'm still like, I just don't understand. Like, TiC, they just came back, brought this game to, like, dead equal, pretty much. And then they go for such a play, killing Roshan and not picking up the Aegis. I don't understand.
Well, it was a kind of a big mistake, but at least looking at the graphs, they are still ahead in XP, and soon the Aegis should be expiring as well. Well, in 2 minutes time,
yeah,
so...
There's still 2 minutes time, that's quite something. And they lost all the outer towers already, so if Clarity would decide, I mean... What I don't understand also, like Clarity, I think they kind of decided that maybe the Naga is going for some damage items soon, too. Maybe, I don't know. Because... if you do it like on paper, like the Spectre and a relatively well-farmed Silencer, definitely something you don't want to get into late game with. But then again, I mean, they have the Viper, but the Viper not even, yeah, didn't even finish the Arcanum Scepter yet. He's like 500 short. The DK only has the Shadow Blade, and this is, we are talking 30 minutes in. I mean, the Mithril Hammer and the recipe of the BKB is in the stash, so yeah, we talk about Shadow Blade BKB in 30 minutes. It's also not too overwhelming, so I don't know. They should have used it Aegis, maybe do some damage on the tier phase.
Yeah, they're definitely giving too much time for TiC to farm up because Leto, like you said, working towards the sheepstick, just split pushing as well. He's catching up to the Mirana in net worth somewhat. Although Mirana is still around 3k ahead of the Spectre and 2k of the Nature's Prophet. But the Silencer now, with the Aghanims finished up, that ultimate is actually gonna hurt a lot. Thank God that there's a BKB on the Dragon Knight, but he's the only one actually, so...
Yep, he's the only one with BKB, so like 4 of them still gonna suffer. They're gonna get the curse and they're gonna get the silence, and yep, but I don't know, like this game could go either way and pretty fast. Like with one fight the entire thing could be already over, and now we see Visage Dazzle going for a little gank train, but there's the silencer. Because I was just about to say, like, they don't have enough damage. Now Mirana leaping away, TPing out. Yep, there we go. So gank not
super
successful.
fail.
Yeah.
Actually, the Silencer, I mean, there haven't been almost any kills on the map at all from some point onwards because the Silencer was at 14 intelligence like 5 to 6 minutes ago as well, I feel like.
Yep.
So no team is just fighting, and it's slightly favoring TiC, I think, at the moment. Now there's a Diffusal Blade as well on the Spectre.
And I also thought like the silencer, he's gonna go more into damage whatsoever, but like with the Mac and Aghanims build, like I don't know, I thought they're happy that he actually gets some farm up and some intelligence stolen whatsoever, so he goes for some right click build, but oh well.
Well, he's still hitting for 68 pure damage extra with the Glaives of Wisdom. So it's not too bad, but oh, he might get caught. The Dragon Tail is about to come out. He gets caught before the ultimate, but there's the Haunt. Now finally Global Silence as well. Low, dropping really low, but life stealing up a little bit. Aeon's hit drops low as well. The Shallow Grave buying some time for the Silencer. There's 4 heroes down. 4 Clarity. Triple kill for the Spectre and Mirana. Only one to escape. Nope, Soul Assumption gets the job done.
Okay, that was
that was the most horrible fight ever for Clarity.
Wow, I'm still baffled. And wait, did the Aegis run out?
Yeah, the Aegis was expired before they went in.
Oh my god, they snatch the Aegis and they go into a fight and it just runs out pretty much.
This was like super fail. They completely underestimated how tanky the Silencer actually is with the mech as well. He actually managed to stay alive for 2 of the deaths, so now at 18 stolen intelligence. And tier 3 about to go down, and this Spectre, I mean, he got so much in that last fight. Clarity were so clumped up, and that Global Silence coming out just making the difference there. No Song of the Siren to abort a bad fight, although they want to initiate it with it, or they're just buying time. The Familiar still nagging away at the melee racks. This Song of the Siren completely wasted, although they're gonna get the Dazzle at least, but the melee racks do fall down. Leto stunned up as well on the Nature Prophet, can't do anything but use his ultimate. So they're backing off in numbers as they're gonna catch Visage as well, so 3 heroes down for the melee racks. Not the worst of trades, but
no, I think this trade was definitely worth it, simply for the fact that, yeah, the melee racks, absolutely nice. Because if this game, I don't know, continues for, I don't know, whatever, 10, 15, 20 minutes or even another half an hour or something, like having this advantage that like less XP, less gold, etc. coming in, and of course the pushing power. Then again, it's the mid lane, so it's not as crucial as you might think. I mean, mid lane is the easiest one to push out. So, but I don't know, it's definitely worth it. I mean, after all, those 3 heroes for a melee racks, including the 2 towers before. So, yep, definitely worth it. And you see, I mean, Clarity, they're not coming out. Like, they don't want to go aggressive because they know they just can't win it at the moment in a direct fight.
yeah, that one fight just making such a difference because Mirana now almost even with the Spectre as well as the Nature's Prophet as far as network goes, and he picked up a Butterfly, but I don't know how much that item will actually do for her because they just don't dish out enough damage at the moment to kill TiC.
Yep, I'm also kind of baffled by the fact that she didn't went for a Maelstrom, for example, because I don't know, so far all the fights are very clumped up. You have a lot of illusions, you have Mantas on the field, you have Necro units, you have like the Treants whatsoever. Like, I guess they were like, oh guys, we got the DK AoE, you know, just the Fire Splash coming out by his ultimate, that should be enough. So, but yeah, I would have thought they should go for more AoE damage on the Mirana.
Yeah, it definitely would have been better. This butterfly just way too defensive. Sure, she attacks kind of fast and might find the Nature's Prophet, but no arrow to land, and Mirana all alone in the middle of the enemy jungle. He's going into farm as well, actually. That's really ballsy. I mean, the Nature's Prophet doesn't have the sheep stick yet, but they're still going after it. There's the Sprout, Necrobook to just scout things out. Those are right click. There's no mana for Mirana. And
Yep.
godlike suddenly for Sega phones.
That's pretty amazing. Like, I was talking just like 10 minutes ago, I was talking about the Spectre not getting any farm whatsoever in comparison. Now he's leading the net worth. This is really looking bad. I mean, like a small and fast glimpse on the graphs. Like, we have TiC took over in gold lead, and they want to go for
Dragon Knight sheeped up. Yeah, will there be a Sprout as well? Of course, there will. Familiars coming in. BKB trying to TP out, but will there be enough damage? No, there won't.
No, they definitely need something on the Spectre. Like, even Abyssal Plate would not be a bad idea, because I don't know how many people already got into safety with just a simple TP. Oh, now Mirana bought back.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
because
they
of the
know the
Roshan.
haunt is on
Yeah.
cooldown.
They want to go for Roshan. They know that, so simply for that reason, they have to go out.
Oh god, that's a Heart of Tarrasque finished on Spectre now.
Yep, and now that they saw the buyback of the Mirana, they know exactly that Clarity wants to answer on this Roshan, so nothing's happening. They went back, no, they just farm around the Roche pit, and yeah, they can, I don't know, even bait them in whenever they want. The only good thing is, like, the Naga illusions, they're scouting out what's happening.
Like the AA needs to hit the Ice Blast of his life before the Global Silence comes out to actually be able to do anything. They just can't teamfight into it at the moment.
Yep. And it's exactly getting to this point what I said like long ago. They wait again very long, and TiC has the chance to come back into this game with a Spectre just super farmed.
This Spectre, man. I really didn't think he's gonna get the farm that he needs, but Clarity, they just didn't have what it takes to break the high ground. They weren't moving as a team too well at some point, and they just gave way too much time for the Nature Prophet and Spectre to farm up. I mean, it's not over yet. They can still find a few nice pickups, maybe win a team fight, but
Yep.
it's just that much harder now.
The problem is also Roshan, they can't really do anything. I mean, look look at the top lane Radiant side. There's like, well, the tier 3 is already getting damaged. They sent the AA just to defend it, but like, he can't really do anything, especially now with the Necro units coming and the Familiars. This is Red Dodo at its best. They have to rotate, and at the same time they do Roshan, but like, Clarity knows that they're not falling for the bait. Now the Ice Blast is flying. This is now the question. Does the Ice Blast do something?
Oh, it doesn't look like it.
Nope, it does not. And now that it's out, they could actually even go for it if they want to. Oh, and the tower goes down. Now they're on the range tracks. This is the exactly
those Familiars
the
just
problem.
doing so much damage, although the Stone Form is off cooldown. So it's gonna be probably an Aegis. Oh, Storm of the Siren to just buy some time. He was hoping to sneak it in at the last moment, maybe grab the last hit, but so Song of the Siren now on cooldown, and that's a definite roast because there's no Ice Blast, no Song, and now they're actually gonna go in. There's the Sprout on the Naga Siren, TP out by Aeon's Hate, which is successful, but that's a gem.
Yeah, that's
also.
a gem on the deck as well. So, and now they can just finish Roshan. Like, they have the Red Dota up anytime they want to. They also focused. Oh, there's another Ice Blast now. But yeah, it will come too late. And this time, the Spectre actually picking up the Aegis.
Yeah, and Dango actually finished up the ranged Rex with his Familiars and straight after re-summoned his birds so that the Dragon Knight can't kill them. So ranged Rex down, Aegis also for them, and just an epic disaster, and well, a set and a half Rex behind for Clarity against a late game Spectre with a Nature's Prophet who has Necro level 3, Scarf of the Vice, and now a Desolator as well.
Yep, right now, I don't know, Clarity needs a miracle of a fight. And to be honest, TiC has so many options what they want to do. Like, they can, they can split push easily with the Nature's Prophet. I mean, mid is already like strongly pushing in. Like he can anytime. Look at it. They're already backdooring.
Yeah, those familiars are so strong, especially with the Aghanim Scepter. They are not level 3 familiars though, so they could do a little bit more damage, I guess, but it still looks like it's enough.
Yeah, but over time, they will get a problem. This melee racks will eventually fall.
Doesn't look like they're going for it at the moment. Of course, there's no creeps in the base as well. Clarity have been pushing the lanes out, but that looks like that's all they can do at the moment. Just push the lanes out and hope that they don't get picked off.
Oh, and the gem is actually on Spectre. But yeah, I wonder what his next item is gonna be, because I would vote just for a basher into Abyssal. This is really what he needs. Like against the BKB of the DK would help for sure, and all these TPs that go out all the time, like, no, they have to get rid of those TPs into safety.
Yeah, I completely agree. Basher would be a really nice pickup. And the Abyssal Blade, if he manages to turn it into that, it gives him 100
Look at this.
damage.
Clarity is taking the initiative, finally saying hello to high ground.
They're doing some nice damage as well. There's no initiate. Oh, there's the Global Silence actually. The Horn comes out as well. 3 heroes dropping so low. Nature's Prophet comes in with the sheep. They take care of Frosty. Can they get more though? Dendo is on the run as is low. But they might get caught. Spectral Dagger off cooldown. I don't think they can actually catch up. Song of the Siren just in case. Oh, stunned by the familiars. Stopping
Nice.
the TP from the Naga.
That's a dead Naga.
Well, nice 4-step though. Still on the run. Spectral Dagger does hit and slow him down.
He can't
And
run.
no Spectre just chasing him down. Yeah, there's the Ensnare coming out, just buying down, but Diffusal Blade, Poison Touch on top of it, and Soul Assumption as well.
And at
which
the
is
same
good.
time, Furion in the enemy base, just already ratting on the racks there. It's half HP. All he needs to do is like push down. Yep. There's just 2 creeps left. Then the backdoor protection is off.
I think this is a hell of a lot like GG at the moment. I mean, 30 seconds, it's not the longest time. They're gonna get the melee racks on the top, but they might not actually be able to make it a full mega creeps unless they get a few pickups now before the respawns happen.
But yet Naga does not have buyback. Mirana has actually buyback, so this is something they could go for. But yeah, the problem is the tier 2 bottom. That's the biggest problem. I mean, they're working on it right now, but like, yeah, they could not fast swap into the bottom lane. So this is like the last chance for Clarity. Like the fact that the tier 2 was down, delayed TiC now that much, that yeah, they might go for a final fight. But even with the final fight, I just don't see this happening. Like, I just don't see it happening.
Yeah, there's the Aegis still on the Spectre as well, so I mean, there's no point for them to actually delay this out, I think. Although they didn't get any buybacks out, and looking at the buyback status, every core hero of Clarity has one. So I guess TiC just being extra careful at the moment.
Yep.
But it's just one set of racks that they need, and the top lane is also pushing in, so Clarity has to divert their attention between multiple lanes.
And they can slowly go now for the tier 3 damage even if they want to. They can send in the Manta, the Necros, the Familiars.
The familiars are going in, actually. They lose one there. Oh, getting resummoned. Song of the Siren came out, actually. Another familiar dies. Some drops are coming out. And there's the Moonlight Shadows. Ice Blast as well. Nice arrow, actually. Into the silencer. Before his ultimate, he might go down. But nice shallow grave by the Tassel. Keeps him alive. Finally, Global Silence comes out. The Spectre goes to work. As does the Nature's Prophet. 2 heroes down. Mirana drops as well. And Aeon Sade just getting chased down by the Spectre with a double kill. Dragon Knight bought back. But he doesn't have his ultimate for Mirana. Is there as well? They might kill the Nature Prophet. Yes, they do. So all 3 heroes buy back. And 4 heroes down for TiC as well. The Spectre, the only one to survive. And he still has the Aegis.
Yep, but if you compare it, I don't know, 4 heroes went down, but like all the buybacks coming out. That was buyback on Viper, on DK, on Mirana. That was 3 buybacks. Like about 70% damage to the tier 3 tower. The Spectre, which is like the absolute core did not die, the Aegis would have been up there as well. To be honest, I was kind of surprised that the Spectre, you know, is just not going in and tanking it all up, even after the buybacks. So he left kind of the Furin and everything, he left them for dead there. But, I mean, still a success for them. 3 buybacks coming out, so much damage on the tier 3, and the Spectre still farming, so they can just go again next time. As soon as the people respawn, the only thing they need to save the buyback in case Clarity is trying a desperate attempt to go high ground.
Yeah, it's definitely wise for them to just save for the buybacks. Thank God that the Nature's Prophet didn't do like a rage buyback, TP back in and die twice.
Yeah, that would be too public. But I mean, we saw Aegis not being picked up, so everything's damn possible.
Yeah, that Aegis pickup.
That Aegis, I'm still not getting over this. Like it's the first time.
Oh, wait a minute.
What?
I have to note that down. That was just too stupid to be true, man.
Yeah. No, write down this game. I don't know. It was like what? Was it 10 minutes ago or so? But yeah, I don't know. Killing Roshan, like winning even the fight around the Roche pit whatsoever. Everything goes well for your team, and then you just leave the Aegis to be snatched by someone else. Oh my goodness.
Well, I mean, the last fight actually, it started quite nicely for Clarity. They almost managed to burst down Silencer before the global silence came out. But that shallow grave from the Dazzle actually keeping them alive, and I mean, if the global silence comes out, then the Spectre can just go do anything he really wants. And the Spectre now has a butterfly as well with 2.9k HP.
What are those creeps doing here exactly?
Got no idea. But Spectre might get caught. There's a smoke by Clarity. Oh, that's a last-ditch effort for them, I think. They want to go in from the side. They have to kill the Dazzle and the Silencer at the start. Song of the Siren comes out. They catch 4 heroes of them. Nature's Prophet isn't there. There's Jarrow as well. Right into the Silencer. 5 seconds. BKB by the Dragon Knight. Ice Blast flying in as well. They kill off Dazzle. They kill off Silencer. Exactly like they needed to. But buyback with the global silence by Silencer and Spectre. Just killing them now. Sheep onto the Mirana. And the Dragon Knight only want to escape this slaughter. And oh, he's getting blocked by the creeps. Now sprouted up right clicks coming in from Leto. And
yeah, and
that's
there,
GG probably.
Yeah, there has to come the GG. There's nothing they can do. I mean, it was a nice fight initiation though, but like with the buyback, like easy way there for TiC. So we were right. If this goes late, TiC has the upper hand, and it exactly ended like this. So TiC wins this best of 3 install at the quarterfinals. But guys, hang in there. It's a long day. Right after this game we have okay, it's
Next,
SN versus
SN.
Next. Yeah, SN versus Next. The next best of 3 officially starting at 13:30. Since it's obviously 10 minutes after already, it's pretty much starting soon. So hang in there. We're Heflamoke. Heflamoke is my name, and the other guy talking, that's couchor. We're there for the next best of 3 in just a couple minutes.